Ava has been dubbed the Fertility Fitbit. Unsurprising when it's a bracelet that looks like this, although it only actually needs to be worn at night time. With 1 in 8 couples struggling to start a family as easily as they'd hoped, stories like Sarah's aren't unusual.
We tried for, in total, 6 years by the time we had my son to conceive. 4 years before we went through any form of treatment. We went through IVF. We did, during that time, use a few different apps. I tried to track my period and fertile times, but my cycle seemed to be a bit all over, so it wasn't very accurate, and I found that it was adding more stress.
It syncs up to this app where it combines temperature, heart rate and sleep tracking with the information you provide. But how keen might women be to use it?
I think whilst I was going through it, yes, I'd have definitely tried it. The cost would have been a consideration, but I would have tried it because I'd have thought it's claiming that it can increase my chances. You know, it's measuring different things, so it must be more accurate than inputting the data myself. But having been through it and seeing now, looking back in hindsight, the pressure I was putting on myself and my relationship and how I felt through that, I think something like this would put even more pressure on.
One expert raises another question though.
Basal body temperature monitoring is a great way to assess ovulation, which has been a standard practice for very many years, though one has to say that it's not a very accurate way of assessing it. Now, when you bring in sleep, heart rate and other sort of various additional bits that this bracelet also measures, that is slightly irrelevant to fertility.
So why have they chosen to include them?
We have been conducting clinical research on how those parameters correlate with the hormonal changes during the menstrual cycle, and we have clearly seen correlations between the factors we're measuring, such as pulse rate and the menstrual cycle. And we have been proving that it's 89% accurate with the method that we're using right now.
And seeing as we seem to be able to track everything these days, there is something for the men too. This smartphone accessory, incorporating a microscope, aims to provide a male fertility test without the need to go to the doctors. Samples are analysed and results can be recorded and saved.